Ladies and gentlemen, we're moving on now to our next keynote, and this one again, very important. क्योंकि हम इतनी मेहनत क्यों करते हैं? Why are we marketing? Why are we building a product? Why are we building a team? We are building it because at the end of the day, we want someone to buy our product or service. And here's where the payment process becomes very critical when it comes to the customer. This keynote session is sure to provide valuable insights for businesses looking to leverage digital payments to drive their growth. We'll talk about how advanced payment solutions can be a game changer on the way to streamlining operations and enhancing customer experiences. Our speaker is Vineet Sethi. He is the Senior Vice President at PayU, where he heads diversified financial services and is responsible for driving critical and strategic growth verticals, including SMBs, of course. So, ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Vineet Sethi.
Hello, hello, hello. Yeah. Hello, everyone. I'm Vineet Sethi. I run the growth business at PayU, primarily startups, omni-channel, and SMBs. Before I get started, thank you, Mike, Alina, Eugene, for having me here. Entire Bozo team, grateful.
पैसा है कैसा नहीं कोई ऐसा जैसा ये पैसा के हो मुसीबत न हो मुसीबत
Excuse me. This was just to get your attention. Since I have it now, let's get started. I think through the day, you heard esteemed speakers talk about different aspects of business, right? But ultimately, it boils down to money, paisa. Making payments, collecting payments, cash flow, access to credit. It's all about money. In the next 10 to 15 minutes, I'll touch upon the digital part of it, and then maybe I'll open up for question answer. So let me start by throwing some mind-boggling numbers at you, right? 117 crores mobile connection. No wonder when you step out, everyone is glued onto the mobile phone. Even here, a lot of people every few seconds habit of checking the mobile phone. 93 crore active internet users, half of it coming from rural India. 300 crore bank accounts. Thanks to Jan Dhan Yojana, they added 50 crore bank accounts to this country. 13,000 crore UPI transactions done annually. Just imagine how UPI has changed the payment landscape. 10 crore credit card issued in this country, and it's growing. And advent of new payment modes like UPI credit card. And most important, 6.3 crore MSMEs in this country contributing 30% of the GDP. Now, why these numbers are important, right? What does this signify? This signifies the scale at which we operate in this country. For me, this signifies the opportunity we are sitting on. This signifies the opportunity for all of us to build something and scale something in this country. Couple of critical numbers where we will be by 2027, 3 years down the line. We'll be the third largest economy in this world with a $5.5 trillion GDP. We are currently at $3.6, $3.7 trillion. We are the fifth largest. We're going to be the third largest economy in this world. This one is important for all of us. 40 crore online shoppers by 2027, 2x from where we are today. Digital consumption of 190 to 200 billion, 3x from where we are. What is driving this? High internet penetration, a lot of rural people now hooked onto the online thing. I'll tell you about myself. I belong to a very small village in West Bengal, right? I went to my village the start of this year after a long, long time. I amazed the number of orders from e-commerce companies get delivered in my small town, right? It was difficult to find my village on the map, but the penetration of e-commerce was humongous. So that's the power of digital consumption and the way it's growing. Obviously, I also see a lot of e-commerce company going native, going into the local language, really powering this digital growth. This is important. This is all about digital payments. The ratio between cash and digital is changing every year. The current ratio of 70-30, by 2027 is going to be 50-50. The digital payment is growing by almost 26% CAGR. Now, it's around us, right? If you step out in the market, more and more purchases are going online. If I look at my own household, right? Morning, bread, milk, everything online. Grocery, vegetables, online. Ticketing, fashion, everything is online. I heard somebody bought a car and a house online. Just imagine every other day a new category, a new segment is going online. Now, as SME owners, as MSMB owners, if you don't go online, then we are missing out a big, big opportunity. This I touched upon, 40 crore online shoppers by 2027. If you look at the graph, the other graph, which is very important, is that when a shopper comes online for the first time, normally they shop in one or two categories from one or two platforms. The moment the shoppers get matured over a period of couple of years, the number of categories expands to some 10, 12, and the number of platforms expands to 5, 6. Now here lies the opportunity. If we build something great online and accept digital payments, tomorrow we open up a new segment for us, a new set of consumers for us. Today they may trust, there's a trust deficit, they're experimenting, they're hooked onto the large ones, the one or two, but as they mature, as the economy grows, as the consumption power grows, they'll start shopping from multiple shop fronts. Hence, if you build something great, get your segment right, you'll have a huge number of customers waiting for you to buy from your shop front. Now, digital payment is everywhere around us. You enter this place, Nesco Ground, you see QR across to make the payment for your coffee, for anything else. Even I went to a marriage event a couple of months back. Even that drummer out there had a QR code on the drum for the tips. The digital payment is growing at a rapid pace, and the people are adapting to it. And at the center of all these things lies my organization, PayU, which is powering this. Now, this is what I talked about. The pace of digital adoption is compounding. Let's look at some numbers around it. 30% of the GDP is contributed by 6.5 crore MSMEs. But the unfortunate part, only 10% of this MSME went online till last year. Just look at the opportunity for the MSMEs to go online and accept digital payments. Now, this is compounding at a rapid pace. Some data says by 2027, around 15 million of SMBs will go online and start accepting digital payments. Now, what I told about so far are the macro factors, why we all should go digital, start accepting digital payments. So now, if you look at my perspective, why I need to go digital payments? Because it's efficient, convenient, and secure. Going back to my story, backstage, I was talking to someone. I was telling about my background. I come from a very small village in Bengal. My grandfather used to run a trading business, trading of pulses, rice, grain. I remember in my childhood days, one day of the week, just after that, you know how the village operates, the local retailers and wholesalers come to your shop and buy so that they can sell in their own villages. One day, the shutters were shut down where my grandfather and all of us were counting cash, and the accountant would take that cash to the nearest bank, stand in queue, and deposit that. Just imagine those days and now. Now, a payment can be done or accepted on a click of a button. Why it's important for all of us to accept digital payments, go online? Just imagine today, with a physical store, you can sell maybe in your vicinity in a catchment area of a couple of kilometers. If I have a store in Nesco Ground, Goregaon. But with digital payments, I can sell somebody in Indore, I can sell to somebody in Delhi. Why not New York or a Moscow? We can sell it to every other geography sitting out of here, just by accepting digital payments. It also opens up a new category of consumers. I have a 12-year-old kid. I can't imagine he walking down to a physical store to make a purchase. Impossible. For him, everything is in 10 minutes. You know the advent of quick commerce in this country. I think where that Borzo comes in, right? You order something, they will deliver in 10 minutes. Also, digital shop front, digital payment give you an opportunity to look at your customer segment in a different way. Among all the people who are coming and making purchase, you can figure out who is your loyal set, what kind of spends pattern they have, and you can build a hyper-personalized shop front for them. Third important, I think for all of us out here, is to compete with the larger players. Why should I be at the mercy of the large platform? Why can't build a D2C platform to serve my own customers? I think through the day, we have a couple of speakers who had built great D2C franchise, a D2C brand. And they are getting a good set of consumers coming in who are discounting the large platforms and buying from their shop front. I mentioned about the power of analytics. Digital payments give you a lot of data insights about the consumer behavior and build your digital shops around that. Access to credit. Now, this is closer to me. Before PayU, I used to work with a multinational bank for 10 years. Trust me, we were a bank operating out of metros, primarily the large cities. We never underwritten any SME or MSME. It's not that we didn't want to, but it was more the lack of documentation or the digital footprints or data footprint to underwrite a MSME. Now, with digital payments shooting through the roof, more and more fintechs and NBFC and banks are getting the comfort to underwrite a SMB or MSME. Now, you have heard about people giving loans basis the QR transaction flow. At PayU, we give loans basis the transaction flow on the online platform through the payment gateway. So the entire talk about the SME credit gap in this country can be fulfilled by digital payments, because the banks will get comfortable to underwrite the risk of a merchant basis the digital payment flow. So this is where PayU comes, right? I just spoke about the macro factors, the reason you should go start accepting digital payments, and here the PayU helps to start that journey. PayU has 3 pillars. PayU Payments is a leading payment aggregator. We power digital payments for your stores. Vimo is a software company which builds digital wallet, risk rules, risk engine, lending platforms. And PayU Finance is an NBFC through which we lend. Now, there are different solutions or features we offer to the SMEs, likes of online payment, rewards, bill payments, online store, offer engine, cross-border payment, invoicing, which really empower SMB to build their shop front and accept digital payments and sell their products. This is more detailing about the PayU SMB suite. We can delve deeper into that, but I'd like to highlight a couple of them. If you look at, if you are buying on a large e-commerce platform, at the payment checkout stage, you get multiple options, more than 150 modes to make the payment. Credit card, debit card, net banking. We bring that same to the SMB or MSME player. We have something called affordability stack, where you can convert your purchase into EMI. We do it for a lot of educational institute, coaching institute, a lot of large format retail stores, furniture stores. We allow them to convert their payments into the EMIs. We offer bill payment stack through BBPS. We offer subscription stack, your auto pay, e-Nash through our platform. For enabling the growth of a SMB, we allow WhatsApp commerce. Now you can actually make a payment on a WhatsApp journey. You can send a link of somebody mentioned about abundant card. You can send the link of your abundant card to a customer on WhatsApp, and you can make a payment then and there itself. We have a platform integration with likes of Shopify, Magento, WooCommerce. We help merchants to build their own app with having QR facility in that. In customer acquisition, this is one of the business I run. We run something called data insight. This is the consumer spends behavior over the years. We have built great insights of the consumer persona. We help SME, MSME to acquire the right set of customers, cross-sell and upsell their customers. We help them to enrich their database with our insights. We have something called PayU Router, where we help to choose the best, most efficient payment gateway, being kind of democratizing payment for the merchant. Merchant financing, I touched upon. Merchant financing basis your digital footprint, your digital payments. We help merchants to take loans from us. Our NBFC powers that. We just started our loan basis the QR flow recently. So that's all about PayU's product suite. I can take the questions and give you more details about different features we have. So that's what I spoke about, the macro features, why we need to go digital, and how PayU can help you do that. If you want to start your digital journey of accepting payment, you can scan this QR code. It will take you to the PayU website. You can register, and my team can get in touch with you. More or less, that was last 10 minutes. I want to talk about digital payments. Now I would like to open up for question and answer. Thank you.
Thank you very much indeed, Vineet, for for sharing all those details with us, or how we can make this process seamless for our customers. Thank you very much for that. The house is now open for a few questions, if there are any. If there are any questions, can I get the mic that side, please?
Hello. Hello, sir. So I wanted to ask you, like, a lot of MSMEs are not completely organized in, like, they all the documentation, but they do also need the finance for their businesses to grow. So do you have any plan, or so they can on the like payment basis or daily amount they get on QR on that loan or something?
And absolutely, that's why I touched upon. Basis your digital payments footprint, PayU lends to the merchants, whether it's through their online payment gateway or through the QR. Basis that cash flow, we do lending. We call something called revenue-based financing, where we give loan basis your digital payments, and there's a repayment of daily repayment mode, where you deduct the money from your daily repayment or daily settlement from there. So there's a product already in place. You can register yourselves to PayU. I can ask somebody to get in touch with you on that.
So can I know the, just like interest rates? Because other apps also provide that, but the rates are very high.
Yeah, very difficult to give an interest rate right here and now. But yeah, it depends on the risk profiling, the cash flow, and quite a few more factors. But broadly, if you want to understand the merchant lending rates in the market, hovers between anywhere 15% to 20-24%. That's the range market operates at.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much indeed for answering that question. We have one more question at the back there.
Yeah, hi. So the question is strictly e-commerce, just like the PhonePe integration in Shopify. So what is the exact revenue model in e-commerce? Like Razorpay charges 2%. So how do you guys make money there?
Okay, that's an interesting one. So just to make you understand the basics of payment, right? As a consumer, if I go to your website, make a purchase using my credit card, right? The issuing bank takes the risk because they give the money to the merchant then and there itself and expect the customer to pay back in 30-45 days, right? So the credit card issuer takes the risk. So if somebody like PayU charges 2%, a majority of it goes to the issuing bank, the guy who has issued the credit card. Then some money goes to the network partner, which is Master, Visa, or RuPay. And the rest is left with people like PayU, which helps to process the transactions. It depends on the card type, it depends on the merchant category. So every merchant category has a different rate. For grocery, for bill payment, for e-commerce, the rates are very different.
So for high ticket items, let's say stores like clothing items which are for 7,000, 8,000 rupees, high categories, some payment operators provide a one-time fee. It is a high fee, but they don't charge on per transaction. So does PayU provide such services also?
Yeah, the payment, we have different payment options for the merchants depending on the category they are in and the volume they process through us. It can be a one-time fee, it can be a per transaction. There are multiple payment modes available at PayU.
Thank you for the question, and thank you very much, Vineet,
so
for
much.
taking them on. Stay with us as I invite Eugene and Alina to please join us on stage. And can we have the mementos, please, on the stage as well?